Oh, obviously, any injuries to any players that you feel are in your first 11 can be frustrating. So, it's disappointing in that regard. But look, it just creates an opportunity for someone else. Simple as that. And we've still got many talented players there, and we've got a guy that's rated the best batsman in IPL history in Sean Marsh, statistically, like average and runs scored and so on. So there's plenty of talent there, and as I say, it opens up an opportunity for someone else to come in. Yeah, well, KKR bowled very well, so I think every team's always aiming high. It's what you're allowed to do by the opposition, and also then about how you play. And we didn't bat well yesterday. There's no denying that. That was a bad day at the crease for us. But as far as totals, we haven't reached 180 yet, but we have. I'd rather have not reached 180 and won a couple of games than say that I've scored 300 a few times and lost all of them. So it's all relative to the game situation. But I think the underlying point is we haven't batted particularly well through the tournament. I'd agree with that, and that's something we're trying to address. And I feel like we've got the batting firepower there to do it. This same batting order's proven it before last year, and it's up to us to try and that's our challenge, to try and replicate that. Yeah, we're looking at. We've always, on a game by game basis, you look at what you think's the right team. There's an element of wanting to make sure that guys are, there's no panic and just mass changes, and that puts uncertainty and fear into guys, so that doesn't help anyone or help a squad. So we've had a couple of guys contributing. Mandeep Singh's been a very positive inclusion, and he's a young player who will continue to learn, but he's contributing in various fashions. There's other guys there, even down as low as Piyush Chawla has contributed with the bat, Bipul Sharma. So we haven't had our best day of batting yet, and that's still to come. So tomorrow presents another opportunity for the boys to do it. That we're not sure. Again, we're just going to have a look at, find out what the wicket is, whether we're using the same wicket or what conditions will be. But certainly he's in contention. There's no doubt about it. He's one of a few options that we could go, but he's a very well performed international cricketer, particularly lately in T20. So he'll heavily come under consideration. Really, we're waiting on further results, a bit more detailed. It's a bit vague at the moment, but the clarity is that I'll definitely not be available tomorrow. So we'll monitor it from there on in, and I'll obviously update if we find out more news. Sort of happily update. It's not a case of trying to hide anything. I'm not playing tomorrow. There's a strain in the hamstring there, and we'll try and get further details. Now, like many people on the sideline, Pretty saw a replay that where I believe a lot of people felt there was a bit of uncertainty about whether the ball carried. But whatever the opinion was, I just wanted to make sure that Pretty and the rest of our team and support crew were simply abiding by the umpire's decision, and know what exchanges happened there. All I saw was Pretty on the sideline, so I just wanted to let her know that if she would allow me just to control the situation, which, as I said, she did, and happily did. But I don't know what transpired between umpires and so on. So I haven't heard of any negative comment from them. So I can only assume that nothing's been transgressed there. Home and away series we had with RCB, they demolished us down there, and then we absolutely returned the favour at our home game. So that in itself shows you the volatility of T20 and how quickly it can change around. And Praveen Kumar has had some success against Chris Gale. In fact, my memory of Chris's 100 down at Bangalore was that Praveen probably had him playing miss at the first 5 or 6 deliveries that he faced. So it shows PK can do it, and it also shows you how dangerous Gale can be, even though he might look a bit scratchy at the start, but and then PK got him out, I think, for a duck in that return bout. But there's confidence to be gained from that. But equally, you want to say to people, forget about last night. It was a negative result, so you can't bring too much from each game to game. Every game's a fresh start.